Minecraft block hacks has recently blown up on YouTube, but I'm sure you're wondering,
is he telling the truth?
Today we're gonna find out by testing his most popular videos to see if they're real or if they're totally fake. Minecraft is broken, there's a mistake in the code that makes absolutely no sense. Apparently netherite does not break in lava, but a cactus will break it. Does that make any sense to you? Does that mean that there's a new meta where cactuses are the new base defense? All right, so actually we found some wild lava right here, and we'll throw in these axes just to confirm, make sure it's working correctly. They float up, all right, they float up, it's looking good. Now we're gonna put down a little bit of cactus action and see what happens if we throw it onto the cactuses, and that makes absolutely no sense. I mean, it really doesn't make sense for anything to be disappearing by a cactus, but let's throw this into it and see what happens. And there it goes, it just vanishes, just like that, which means cactuses are more strong than netherite, which means maybe the next item Minecraft releases will be the cactus weapons. So since we just found out that cactuses are like the best item in the game, now apparently snow can be used to be put next to them and create a wall. I've never heard of anything like that. We're gonna say your base is back there, all right? You're trying to defend the base. Obviously, you gotta get that cactus wall down, so we're gonna do something like this. Boom, boom, boom. Can't put them next to each other. Now we're gonna try both types of snow. We got a snow block. So the snow block is a no-go. Now we're gonna try the snow. You can't walk through it, and it actually seems to be completely correct here. This does work. That is really cursed. That is really something special. I mean, if this doesn't become the future of base defense, I don't know what is, because then right behind it, you should theoretically then be able to put more Yes, you can put more cactuses down. This kind of gives it a little bit more of a way to slow people down. Now, the sea pickle, one of the most famous items or infamous items in Minecraft, because no one uses it, but apparently 4 of these is brighter than a torch. Is it better to bring these around inside your base instead of torches? That doesn't make any sense. We'll put down the torch. So what we're gonna do is walk in a straight line until the client light says 0. 3, 2, 1, 0. So right here, this is how many blocks the torch goes with 0 light. So it's a pretty good distance. This is where mobs could start spawning and all that fun stuff. We replace this with 4 sea pickles, and apparently each sea pickle makes it a little bit brighter. Let's see how bright it is. Maybe it has to be in water, because I ain't getting no light out of mine. Now the one he put down, maybe it's in Bedrock and it's different. Mine's giving me 0 light, so they do have to be in water.
Oh,
look at how bright these are. So they've got to be some sort of wetness inside of them. The light goes up to 12, so I'm gonna have to kind of clear it out this way then. Look at this. Look at this. This says client light 1 with the torch it said client light 0, which means there should be 1 extra block that these get you over a regular torch, which means these are actually correct. Now, if you're sick of mobs spawning inside your base, you want a safer place to go, BlockFacts claims that no mobs can spawn on Bedrock anywhere. We're gonna have to go all the way down here, clear out an entire layer of Bedrock for you guys. It's gonna take a while, I'll be honest with you. I gotta break it all by hand. Definitely would not, oh, here we are, we made it. Definitely would not world edit this, all right? I would never do that. All right, so you're gonna see some really weird stuff happen here, but I'm setting all the stone to air. Oh, here we go. Here we go. It's coming together. All right, just cleared that by hand completely. Did it for you guys. A lot of hard work going into this one. So what we're going to do is give them a little bit of space. Go in spectator. Just kind of give a little zoomy zoom over here and just kind of see what happens. All right, we've been waiting a while. Still not a single mob has spawned down there, but we do have mobs that have spawned above it, so it seems to be true. But what if we put a mob spawner down here? All right, so we've got 3 blaze spawners, 1 cave spider spawner. All of them are just sitting here casually on Bedrock, and just to prove they do work, we'll go put one up top just to test. Okay, so there's some blazes spawning up top. And they do spawn down here, so it looks like no wild mobs will spawn, but if you manage to get a spawner down here, then they still will work. Now, are you team pumpkin or are you team melon? Because if you're not team melon after this, you're gonna be. Apparently, there's a way to get a lot more bang for your buck from your massive melon farm, which is way too big and has more melons than you'll ever need, but take a look.
Mining a melon with fortune can drop up to 9 melon slices.
Up to 9 melon slices with fortune. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the annual Melon Olympics, where we'll be testing how efficient you can get with your axe and melon. So we're gonna break 3 of these with a regular. That gave us 3, that gave us 3. And that also gave us 3. All right, now we've got Fortune 1 on our axe. Let's go ahead and give it a shot right here. We actually got 6 that time. We got 5 and then another 6. Wow, so we got 17. So we literally just added 1 fortune to the axe. It actually doubled the production of that. All right, so now we're bumping it up to Fortune 3. 5 melons, that's all it gave us was 5 on the first one. Second one gave us 7, third one. Ooh, look at this, guys. We got 18. There was such a minor difference between these two. So Minecraft coal is really interesting. There's a lot of debate on what's the most efficient way to smelt things. A lot of people would say it's a lava bucket, but is it really? Take a look at this.
Blocks will smelt for 14.2 hours, which is over 42 Minecraft days.
That means if you had 2 stacks of coal blocks, that would last an entire 100 days Minecraft hardcore series. Here comes the annual YouTube smelt off competition. Now we've got coal ore in one block and coal in the other. We might as well add a lava as well to see. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and load these suckers up, all with a stack of 64 porkies. Put some porkies in. Lava bucket is started. We're gonna see how many that thing smelts. We're going to do a stack of 64 coal and then apparently coal ore.
Oh,
Guys, there's an error in the video. He said coal blocks, not coal ore. He showed coal ore on screen. That's why I was so confused. So that means in order to go through this entire stack, it's something like 42 in-game days. That means I would have to sit here for 840 minutes or 14 real-life hours. So yes, this does work, but don't use the coal ore. Use the coal block. Now, here's an interesting factoid for you. Apparently, mycelium is less blast resistant than grass. If we take a look at this clip right here, he shows mycelium on top of grass. It blows up both blocks. All right, so we've got a stack of mycelium. You'll never see this, and a stack of grass. Oh, I made path. Well, we might as well test the grass path too while we're here. All right, now we've got the triple test, the path, the mycelium, and of course, the actual grass. All right, let's start with the control here. This is the path block. Okay, that didn't work. That didn't work. That didn't work. You can't, really? I can't. We'll do this. Here we go. The path, the enter one. Okay, very good. So now we can count how many blocks of air are here, and we'll see how much damage it's done. 86 blocks were replaced right here. Why does that seem so high? Now we're gonna try it here. This is the mycelium. That did seem to be a bigger hole to me. 89 blocks on this one, just slightly bigger. Finally got the grass. To me, this looks like the worst one, I'll be honest with you. This one did 93. So I just replaced everything that was around these with air, and you can see the actual explosions right here. I don't know how else I could have made that more fair, but to me, that shows this one may not be true. Now, here's an item not many of us use. At least I don't use it because I'm not that good. But respawn anchors, apparently they're as strong as obsidian. Then he blows it up and they actually disappear on camera. So here we have respawn anchors, obsidian, and of course, observers for the test, just for just to prove that it does work. All right, this is our reference unit here. All right, so the TNT is working. All right, there's the explosion. Now, obviously, it should not blow up the obsidian right here if everything is correct. And then according to what he said, this should also not blow up. It did not take damage. Now, does it change if we charge them up? Oh, they get brighter. Oh, I think I overcharged it. I didn't know you could overcharge it. Is that a thing?
Wow, those things are big boys, huh?
I think that'll be a sufficient number to test if these things actually are indestructible or not. I mean, yeah, it seems like the only thing that breaks it is if you overload it with glowstone. This seems like it might be bigger than TNT. Look at this. I mean, that is massive. Now, here's another interesting fact. Smooth sandstone apparently is more blast resistant than other types of sandstone. Again, I don't know about this. He drops TNT, the smooth sandstone blows up, the other one doesn't. All right, you literally cannot even tell the difference between these two. They look so identical except for the sides. So we're gonna put down one TNT here and one TNT right about there. Give them both a little explosion and see what we get. So that was our basic explosion. Now, on the surface, it definitely looks like it is way more blast resistant. Wow. Guys, you wait till you see these numbers. These will blow your mind away. All right, so these are the explosion radiuses of the sandstone versus the smooth sandstone. We actually had 74 on sandstone, which means it's way more blast proof than grass. But then this one over here only had 11 blocks. So if you make smooth sandstone, that's gonna be a pretty solid item to use maybe before you get obsidian. All right, now here's a little bit of a cursed one for shulkers. Apparently, if you use invisibility potion on shulkers, only the shell disappears, but the inside of the shulker remains there. What the heck is that? That is really weird to me. All right, these things are going all over the place. Let's hit them. Wow, look at that. So they do disappear, and all that's left is... What even is that? It's like an Enderman head that's got stuck inside of a box. Wow, that is weird. What if you throw it on this? Does it do anything? No, so it literally just makes the shell disappear on the outside. Very cool. All right, now let's step away from the desert and walk into the ocean because apparently there's a much easier way to go up and down in the ocean. At least there might be. Scaffolding works in water. I've never tried this because I've never thought to. Okay, clearly it does work down here, but what, is there a use case for it? About to find out. I didn't know it would ever work in the water. I'm still not sure why. Like, is there really that much of a benefit? So like if I swim up, we'll put a timer down right here and we'll swim up and we'll see. This isn't just vanilla swim speed. All right, now we're gonna do it, but this time we're gonna use the scaffolding. Like, does it make a difference? It doesn't feel like we are. Also, I don't know why I'm ahead. I mean, I think it's the exact same speed as it would otherwise be. There's not a lot of reasons I can think of why you'd want to do this in the water. So according to this video, Frostwalker works with armor stands. And is there some way you can use that to make some kind of a secret entrance into your base? So we'll pull out an armor stand. We'll dress them up in like a full set of Gucci right here. A control unit here, another one here. Load them up in their armor. Okay, Frostwalker is on our boy. How do I move him? You know, like, what's the best way to move? I mean, I could break it. See what I'm just gonna break it and see what happens. Okay, that obviously not good. All right, I'm gonna place a piston and try to push him forward. Okay, well, I feel like this one kind of explains itself. Maybe it's a bedrock thing. You're just gonna sink him into the depths of the ocean. That's really disappointing. Here's like a kind of a useful fact right here. Apparently glowstone allows you to open up chests. Redstone lamps don't, and I didn't know either of them were possible. I thought any block meant you couldn't open up a chest. So we're gonna try it with 3. I'm gonna do a lit redstone, a regular lamp, and then a glowstone lamp just to see if any of these make a difference. We'll test that too, might as well. All right, we'll also do we'll do like a grass as well. I like doing like a control just to make sure my game's not bugged. So first off, grass, not opening, 100% can confirm, no go. All right, let's move on over to this one. That also is confirmed, no go. All right, unlit lamp does not work. The redstone, oh wait. Oh, look, it works underneath the redstone. I did not expect that to work. It's kind of a nasty design if you're gonna have a big redstone thing there, but it does work. The lit lamp also doesn't work, and then finally glowstone also does work. Well, there you go. For whatever reason, those two happen to work. If you play my Minecraft server, play.loverfella.com, you know that certain items are worth a lot of money. Nether wart is one of them. It's gonna make you a lot. But apparently fortune only works when it's at the final stage of growth. So if you try to use fortune early, you're not gonna reap the full benefit. Here is our 2 crops. We've got one that's like fully grown, one that's only kind of grown. Then we're gonna go ahead and get out a hoe here and give it fortune. So we've got fortune 3. So first we'll go through and harvest these crops. We'll do it in survival mode. These obviously are not fully grown. And it gave us 4. Now these are fully grown. That already gave us 4. That gave us another 4. That gave us another, I don't know if that was 3 or 4 or something. So it seems like it is pretty accurate. I mean, at the end of the day, use fortune on everything. Now here's an interesting one. Block fact says that no blocks will catch fire but never burn down. So if you need to have a fire in your corner and don't have maybe any netherrack, maybe a note block is what you want. So we got a couple note blocks here. We're gonna pop them all down next to each other. And for the first test, we'll just put some lava around it and see if they catch fire. Okay, there we go. First one's caught fire. Then we're gonna put a few down and just light them on fire ourselves. And if they don't burn out, like I'm seeing this as like an idea where you design like a literal on fire speaker system. Like when the speakers turn on, they catch fire. All right, I'm telling you, Bency goes here, load her up with some flint and steel, note block goes here, and then you can wire it up to redstone so that like if you like custom write a song, the second it turns on, the entire sound system is gonna light on fire. That's like intense. It also seems to go out eventually too. Now apparently you can use endstone portals to power your redstone. If there's an eye inside of the end portal, it's gonna power your comparator. We're gonna pop down a little bit of one of these bad boys, pop an eye inside of it, and then put down the comparator the correct way. And it does seem like it powers it. I guess when you find the end portal, you can turn that into some sort of redstone power source. What's the creative use for that? Drop it down below in the comments because I'm not sure what you do. If you ride a pig into a minecart, is it actually faster than just riding the minecart by itself? Apparently, if you're in the minecart versus riding the pig while in the minecart, it's almost twice as fast, if not 3 times faster. Okay, here's the test with just a regular minecart, no boosters, very slow. I mean, I don't know anyone who does this. I mean, it's just horrifically painful to do. We're gonna ride the pig in the cart, not even on the rails anymore. I am actually driving the cart. Now let's get it on here, and it is way faster. There's a world where you use pigs in your carts to make your connection points and be like, oh, I gotta get over to this rail over here. Maybe if it's like too complex to redstone wire it, pop a pig down, and then you can just drive your cart. That's pretty cool. Now here's another mod that apparently is still visible when it's invisible. The Endermen apparently have eyeballs still visible once you splash them. You can barely see them right there. All right, that's a good little hole right there. Now, pop down some endies. Pretty much every single person's nightmare in the world right here, but we do have definitely enough to test it on. So let's go ahead and start splashing them. Woo, look how weird that is. Whoa. So they still have particles. It's literally just floating eyeballs inside of a pit. I never knew that was a thing in the game. That's amazing. You guys know that you can give foxes items. They hold it in their mouth and it's adorable. You can give them a fire aspect sword and they can use it, or a spider eye, which apparently poisons them, or a chorus fruit, which actually makes them teleport. So that will be a pretty interesting one to see. All right, we're gonna pop down our foxes right here. Just a nice, good old-fashioned herd of them. Whatever, I don't know, what's a group of foxes called? Anyone know? I have no idea. Give him some spider eyes, see what happens. Oh, he got one. Y'all don't seem poison to me. Maybe it's a fermented spider eye. I mean, to me, they seem to be okay. Let's try chorus fruit and see if they start teleporting. They run from polar bears, so let's see if we do this, if it'll make them use it. Y'all can teleport now, let's go.
Oh.
I think they were. I think they're teleporting. Like they're so quick. Yeah, they are. Now I think it's also a one-time use. That's so weird. Peace.